There's Meatloaf.
Yeah, Los Angeles loser. That thing rocks.
105.5 WDHA, the Rock of New Jersey. By the way, if you're just tuning in, that was actually Meatloaf talking a little bit about the song there on the tail end, because he's live in studio with us.
That's right, I am, and I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you. Hang Cool Teddy Bear, by the way, the new CD. I think it's like your 11th or your 8 millionth or something.
I have no idea.
In stores on
You know
Tuesday.
what, I just kind of do them, and I don't count the last one, so I don't know. If you don't count the last one, I don't know how many you get.
So let's talk about, you had so many people on this record with you. I'm going to call them like your contingency more of friends, because they weren't really guest musicians. You know all these people, you hang with them. Jack Black and Hugh Laurie was on this, and Steve Vai, Brian May, and Kara from American Idol, and who else?
Well, the funniest one, I think, is Hugh Laurie, because I did a House episode.
You were great.
And he was such a warm human being and so giving an actor. I mean, at one point we did a take, and I thought it was a really good take, and he thought it was a really good take. That's not the take they used, though. But the director wanted this other take with this long, dramatic pause in it, which I thought was big enough to drive a truck through. And they used it for the commercial, and I kept going, oh, man, why are they doing that? It's too big of a hole. And so, anyway, that's the one, you know, it was the television dramatic pause moment. And but he screamed out, it doesn't get any better than that. And I mean, that's how he was the whole time. And so I thought one day, you know, I wonder if he would have fun playing the piano. So I just wrote a little note to his assistant, and I gave him a song, and which we didn't record, but that's beside the point. And that's all I was going to ever say to him, because there's nothing worse than coming up to him going, did you get the song? What'd you think? You want to play? You want to play? What do you think? Huh? And it's like, you know, people punch you for doing that kind of stuff. And so the next day, I come in, and he comes, the hallway's pretty long. He comes walking down the hall with his arms wide open going, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I'd love to. And I go, yeah. So we just, you know, just exchanged emails and went on from there.
Wow. Wow. So is it like when you go into the studio, is it like you're just jamming with your friends, with all these people that you've known
It
for
was
a while?
on this record. I mean, Rob Cavallo has a way, and I heard you, when the track was playing, say, everybody that comes in that's worked with Rob says the same thing about him. Because he instills this confidence in you.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't felt that much confidence in 25 years about what I've been doing. I mean, I felt like he made me feel like Superman, that I could go and basically do anything, and it was going to be correct, and it was going to be right. And he paid me the biggest compliment, though. He did a Billboard article, and the biggest compliment he paid me, and his father's been in the business a long time and managed big acts, and now runs the Disney records. And Rob started in Warner Brothers, kind of an intern kind of AR, and his first job was Ozzy, but he said in Billboard magazine that Meatloaf has more rock and roll in his bones than anybody he's ever met.
Wow.
And the other compliment he paid me, which I think is a compliment, Meatloaf is an actor who acts like he can sing. And between those two, yes, because I am a rock actor.
Well, you know, you've always kind of taken that classic rock sound and sort of pushed it into a different level, I think.
Yeah,
So,
because I started, you know, I started as an actor, and in high school, and so it was like I played football and was in the musicals, and the baseball coach, we won't tell you what he said over the air, but it was not kind to anyone.
Aww.
And he threw me off the baseball team because I chose to. Well, basically, I didn't choose to. When he confronted me like that, the rock in me, the rebel in me, told him to go take, not in these so many words, told him to take a hike.
Yeah, you told him.
I said, you're not going to tell me what to do. You go take a hike, dude. And so, no, it's just always been that way. And I've always done story songs. I've always, you know, unlike Rod Stewart, where I couldn't necessarily sing, do you think I'm sexy and you want my body? That wasn't something I could necessarily get away with, you know, in all circles. And so I went the other route, and I've always had a female to play off of. You know, it's always Beauty and the Beast kind of thing. So I learned that a long time ago, and I've used it my whole life. So what the hell's wrong with that?
Well, let me tell you, by the way, just for the record, you look amazing now. You look great.
Well, now I can sing. Do you think I'm sexy and do you want my body? Yeah, now I can sing that.
So in addition to the friends you worked with, tell me about your drummer. You got a great drummer on
Yeah,
this
with
record.
John Michelli out in Long Island, and you know,
He's
Rob unleashed him. It's like, because we've brought him in the studio before, and the producers go, no, I want to use this guy, and other producers come along, and they don't want to. They're bound and determined they're going to use who they're going to use, and they're not going to let anybody else prove them wrong. Well, Rob, I said I want to use my drummer, and Rob, I said, look, if he's not right for you on the first 2 tracks, we'll move on to whoever you want to go. And after 2 tracks, Rob goes, are you kidding me? This kid's great.
Yeah.
And he's not really a kid, but I mean, because Rob just said to him, you know, don't worry about what I'm thinking. You play what you're thinking. And that's the kind. I mean, I saw Rob make Steve Vai a better guitar player.
Right.
And you don't get much better than Steve
Right.
Vai. And Brian May and these people, everybody. Jack came in. And Rob just opened Jack up. And Jack was in there just like Jack Black,
Yeah.
who's been a friend of mine. And I did Tenacious D with him. And we sang together. And when he was teaching me the song, the Dust Brothers, who produced the Tenacious D record, said, you guys should sing together. But I've never had anything for Jack to sing until this came along, and I went, this is perfect. And
Yeah,
he
it's a
came out and
different sound,
it was
too.
great. I mean, he sang till he couldn't sing anymore.
Wow.
And he's going, I can't do it anymore. It's so high. And but we complement each other so well. It's Like a Rose is the name of that song, and it's fantastic.
Should we play that?
I think you should.
I think we'll play that. We'll come back, and you're going to be doing a little bit of touring too.
Oh yeah, we're going to be doing touring, and
Talk
we're going to
about
be
that.
doing the song you just heard, Los Angeles, and we're going to be doing this one. Jack won't be there, but that's okay. I've got this incredible piano player, an alien piano player from another planet. That I've never heard anybody play as well as him, and he's going to sing Like a Rose with me, and he almost sounds like Jack. So play a little Jack Black here.
Let's do it. It's Like a Rose from Hang Cool Teddy Bear. It is Meatloaf live in studio at DHA.